long road, drives it across the ground. Matty East, one hand, can't take the mark, comes to ground. It's picked up by Matchovic. He kicks the ball towards the half-forward flank for the Belfast Hill side. Bevan Hurst can't control it, and off his hands it's gone over the boundary line. So out of bounds, Belfast Hill into attack very, very early in this final quarter, and the ball out of bounds 35 metres from the behind post, and we'll have it thrown in now. In comes the footy. In front there, Dylan. Can't get the tap wide. Goes to McDonald of Belfast Hill. He kicks across the ground. Good work there in the defensive area by Glenn Thompson for the Bannockburn side. He's 1 on 2. His foot speed is very, very strong, and in fact, as he got toward the boundary line, a free kick has been paid against Belfast Hill for a push in the back. I reckon it might have been a trip, actually. That was a bit of a cop-out, I reckon, by the umpire there.
I think it was too, mate.
Because no doubt that the free kick to Glenn Thompson kicks it long to centre wing. Up high there is Shane Andrews. Good defensive work by Jimmy Onturk, and the ball off their hands over the boundary line and out of bounds. True centre wing, outer side here at Victoria Park. Second quarter, Bannockburn kicking to the southern end, favoured slightly by the Breeze. Ball comes in. Dylan puts the ball to ground. Player, well, the free kick has been given to Connors of Bannockburn over the shoulder, and perhaps Belfast Hill's tackling just leaves a little bit aside. And just going to say, if the free kick was against Tyquin before, that was certainly to Shane Andrews, and the umpire did pick it. So Andrews of Bannockburn, terrible kick off the boot. He's kicked it towards Tyquin, centre half forward, roving the pack there is Ronnie Pilgrim. Picks it up, has a pot shot from 35 yards out. What's the goal umpire going to tell us? He's going to tell us it's all clear. So Ronnie Pilgrim of Bannockburn kicks his first goal. It's the first score of the second quarter. And on the Raiders Bingo Centre scoreboard, Bannockburn moved to 4 goals, 4-28. They lead Belfast Hill 1-4-10, and we've been playing 2.5 minutes second quarter.
Yeah, Ronnie loves a goal, Eric, and he had to kick that. There was a guy running to his right. I don't know if you saw him or not, and a handball of he just would have swept inside the goal.
You should know. You've been around long enough.
I know Ronnie doesn't.
The goals were within sight. He wasn't going to handle. Didn't matter. Umpire now back to the middle of the ground. These two ruckmen have been at it without a break. Dylan and Dalziel. Dalziel gets the knockdown. Only goes as far as Hurst. Hurst picks it up and pushes it forward. Perkins tries to cut in, can't do so, but now, luck of the draw, the ball comes back out to him, and Perkins pushes out to where Colliger takes an easy chest mark. He plays on quickly, looking down the track there for Harding. Harding can't take what he probably could have, but spills the ball forward and keeps pushing it where Andrews gets control. He turns onto the left, looking for Tyquin. 1-on-1, Brown and Tyquin. Can't get control of the mark, but turns onto the left foot and kicks a goal.
Yeah, great goal.
9 to go. And I think Brownie would be probably ruining that a little bit. I don't think he's done anything wrong to date, and beat him in the body contest, but just couldn't beat him.
Well, the ball fell pretty well for him, didn't it? Hit the ground, he was running and took it, and really one turn to the right and kicked it with the left foot.
And nothing, not meant in a derogative way to Wayne Tyquin, but anything that falls to the ground, it's got to be really right at his feet, otherwise he...
Yeah, fair comment, but he works pretty hard. Those contests is going to be very, very hard to beat him, and Bannockburn's defences stand up pretty well as well, Eric.
On the Raiders Bingo Centre scoreboard, Bannockburn creating a bit of a break, 5-4-34, leading Belfast Hill 1-4-10.
Ball into the centre of the ground again, the ruck contest goes up, no one can get clear control. McDonald tries to, and I think he's picking for holding the ball, has he?
Yes, I don't know where the prior opportunity was.
Got Hurst for holding the ball. Free kick goes to Connors. Connors plays on quickly off the hands of the pack. It goes to Dwayne Broom. He can't get control of it. Does kick forward and down to Tyquin again. And Wayne Tyquin's kicked his second for the quarter and second in a minute. 8 to go now, mate. Oh,
so on the Raiders Bingo Centre scoreboard now, Bannockburn 6-4-40. Lead Belfast Hill 1-4-10. We've been playing 4.5 minutes second quarter, and all of a sudden, Laurie, Wayne has broken clear.
Yes, Eric, and there's some bad signs out there for Bannockburn as well, and the lift's got to come from the centre with the coach in there.
Bad for Bannockburn.
Yeah, no, but Belfast Hill have got to, it's bad.
I was hoping you were meaning that.
Yeah. Belfast Hill have got to work hard here now and try and stem the tide here because it looks dangerous. I just noticed all the backmen run forward there, and they just seem to be running now, and it's dangerous.
Well, the ball back in the centre with the umpire. 5.5 minutes gone. second quarter. Caused a bit of a break here, Bannockburn, 30 points up, ball goes up, neither ruckman gets a tap down, College grabs it, kicks it towards half forward. The bounce probably favours, well, it's a free kick to
Mileto.
Well, the umpire signalled the wrong way. He signalled Bannockburn to Mileto gets the kick for Belpost Hill. College in front, can't take the mark. Nice little tap clear by Perkins. Picks it up now, handball long to Phil Egan. Egan, lovely side step and walk. Handball over to Giles. Giles unfortunately can't handle it, but he puts it forward along the ground. Broom, Dwayne. Little handball over the top to Brett Harding, but misses its mark. But gee, the Bannockburn players everywhere. Matty East gets it across to Delahan. Delahan now drives it to full forward, and here's the problem. Andrews in front of the pack. He's taken the mark clearly ahead. The next man in the pack was Wayne Tyquin, and the two Belpost Hill defenders were behind those two players. Maybe Tyquin, good work.
I think Tyquin actually held his position.
A nice little team shepherd, they call it, don't
let
they?
Andrews take the mark, yeah.
So Shane Andrews now kicking from 25 metres out, 45-degree angle, and well, he's hooked it, but it's coming back on the breeze. The goal umpire is going to say it is behind. So not quite enough there for Shane Andrews, and I guess Laurie, to some degree, his kicking was a little askew last week too, wasn't it?
Yes, Eric, and I think that's with the finals ahead of Bannockburn. That's why I believe they can't go with Shane at full forward. He misses too many easy goals.
So on the Raiders bingo centre scoreboard, 6-5-41 Bannockburn. They lead Belpost Hill at 1-4-10. We've been playing 7 minutes, second quarter.
Tyquin telling Michael Brown which side he wants him to kick. He actually gets onto a big torpedo, goes about 65 metres, well over the 50-metre line, only to be picked up there by Thompson and pushes it back into where Tyquin tries to go for the one-hander, can't do so, but
kicked it off the ground.
Kicked off the ground, I think.
Yes.
I don't think it was Tyquin that kicked it off the ground, though. No, I don't think it was Tyquin that kicked it off the ground. It was one of the other Bannockburn players that pushed their score along to 7 goals 4 to Belpost Hill 1 goal 4.
Yes, I think it's...
Is it East?
It wasn't Broom again, was it? Number 2?
Yeah, I think it might have been, actually.
Yeah. Ball back in the centre of the ground. Up goes Dalziel going to Dylan. No clear hit out again, but McDonald tries to paddle the ball along towards the central wing area. Gets control of it now. Turns onto the right. A bit of an up and under type kick. No one there, but pack forms. Perkins tries to get it out. Can't do so. Then the ball goes out to Zeal. He tries to push the ball forward. He can't get it clear. Again, Thompson tries to get it out, and then through Broom, Aaron Broom, he tries to get it out, only to go to the number 21 in Belpost Hill. He gets knocked over
the relayed free
there,
kick.
and the free kick has been paid down the ground, which is quite fortunate. Down the ground, puts them 20 metres out directly in front. I think the free kick will be taken not by Feldman.
Feldman certainly hovering around. He loves to get hold of him.
No, it's young Ryan Carr. Much needed goal this one will be.
You'd have to fall over to miss this, Peter.
20 metres out, bit of breeze there, Laurie.
Oh.
Carr runs in now onto the left, a little stabbing kick, but straight over the goal umpire's head. And that's the second goal for the Belpost Hill side, moving their score longer now to 2 goals 4-16 to Bannockburn, 7 goals 5-47. And we've been going 9 1/4 minutes.
I'm sure that goal was Dwayne Broom. I've had a look at the player, and he was the one getting congratulated by the Bannockburn players. So ball back in the centre, as Peter said, 9 1/2 minutes gone, second quarter. Umpire with the footy, and Dylan and Dalziel to do it all again. Up high there is Dylan, gets a tap on this occasion, but Belpost Hill trying pretty hard through Hurst. They can't get it clear. The handball comes to Phil Egan eventually. He sees the lead at full forward by Tyquin, and gee, very nearly a free kick to Tyquin. You know, he's holding his ground, and you know what Michael Brown is playing him very, very closely from behind, but the ball is off their hands and over the boundary line. So 20 metres from the behind post, deep in attack for Bannockburn once again. In comes the ball tapped forward, but I think we're going to do it all again. Belpost Hill gained about 7 metres.
I think at the moment, like we looked at the first quarter and they were playing up the ground and leaving, you know, a big hole for Tyquin to lead into. And Brown was wearing him that tight that he couldn't get away from him. I think they're better off just not worrying about Wayne and going about their game. Whoever gets close enough, kick the goals, and I think it'll change.
Well, I think they've got to win the game first, don't they? Tyquin, I guess from a team consideration, has got to be second, but in the meantime, the ball has come clear for Belpost Hill. Dillon on centre wing intercepts a long handball to Colliger. Colliger on the left foot. Gee, they could raffle it out there. Ronnie Pilgrim does, in fact, drops it. He's a chest mark, runs to 50. Now the lead is on from Andrews, and well, very, very close to 50, I think. Very fortunate there. Hancock just pulled out at the last second and probably didn't make real strong contact, but
I'll tell you what, Eric, if that wasn't 50, it would have been last night, I'll tell you.
Yes, well, obviously different standards and the different levels. As
Dillon off for Thompson.
And that's the ruck change. But now Andrews from 30, directly in front. I'll tell you what, I think he's hooked it again. What's the goal umpire going to tell us? No, he's given it this time. So Shane Andrews kicks his first goal, and all importantly for Bannockburn, that's their 8. 8-5-53 Bannockburn. They lead Belpost Hill 2-4-16 on the Roaders Bingo Centre scoreboard. 11.5 minutes second quarter, and they're starting to take control, Laurie. Yes,
Eric, they look very, very dangerous now, and as I said before, they're starting to move all over the ground now as well. And look, I think even Phil's just dropped back off the pace a little bit. They have a bit of a look now, I think, and Belpost Hill have got a little bit now, work a bit harder.
Ball comes down to ground from the throw up in the middle, picked up by Colliger. His kick is off the inside of the boot, goes wide to centre wing. Leading the race for the ball there is Glenn Thompson. He can't handle it. McDonald steals it from him for Belpost Hill, but running to attack the ball on half-back is Aaron Broom, and his inclusion in the side today is much appreciated, and he finds his brother, I think, Dwayne, at half-forward flank. He drives it high to centre-half forward. Nobody there for Bannockburn, unfortunately, and away come the Belpost Hill side. He only finds Colliger in the middle of the ground, right in the centre circle. Colliger he's gone wide to centre wing. Perkins gave the call. He plays on quickly. The lead there is from Ronnie Pilgrim, and he doesn't drop this one on the chest, and he'd be 65, 70 metres from goal. Plays on now. Well, he's running it long to the full forward position. Well, and Tyquin holding his ground then, but on that occasion, good defensive work. Hoare for Belpost Hill came across the front of the pack and punched the ball over the boundary line. So a metre from the behind post, again deep in the attacking area for Bannockburn. They seem to be doing it all in the second quarter. Ball about to come back in. Gee, a lot of players down there in the forward area for Bannockburn. The tap comes down. Elton Broom leaves it for Harding. Harding on the foot goes towards the centre corridor at centre half forward, comes to ground. Sabevsky, he goes for the safety of the boundary on centre wing, but it takes a leg break, comes back into the field of play, and the umpire's deemed a high tackle there to Belpost Hill, and on just defensive side of centre wing, the free kick has been given to Simon Zeal of Belpost Hill. Goes back to centre half forward. In good position there was Hilton for Belpost. Handball to Scotty McDonald. McDonald long to the full forward position. Great defensive work by David White there. Put the big fist into it, and Mick Illick, I don't think he even got a hand on that, Laurie, but look at that. Great defence. Great
defence there, yeah. It was a good build-up for Belpost Hill too, and it needed that fist in to repel that.
Throw in now will take place just in front of the scoreboard, which reads Bannockburn 8 goals 5-53 to Belpost Hill 2 goals 4-16, and we've been going 14.5 minutes. Ball comes back through the cars now. Our man in white throws it into where Thompson and Dalziel contest the ruck work. Bit of a push there from Dalziel, but he gets away with it. Can't get control through Perkins. Perkins gets a handball out, and all through Gadd too. Gadd also pushes the ball forward where trying to take control is Matthew East. He can't do so, but Gadd buttering up again, runs through, picks up the ball, and just keeps pushing it towards the boundary line. Very good backman play. Pushes the ball outside the 50 metres, and we're about 70 metres from the Belpost goal.
Quarter time GDFL. Belmont Lions 3 goals. Lead East Geelong 2 goals 3. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club 4-2, trail Corio 6-2, and North Geelong 3 goals, trail Werribee Central's 4 goals 6.
There you go. Throw in over there, gets pushed back forward, where a couple of players look to Broom and Gadd go to raffle the ball. Gadd tries to break through a bit of a head-high tackle. I can't understand why the umpires don't let that kind of play on a little bit further. Brings it back and we go through it again. Broom looking down the ground there for Andrews. He can't get a hand on the ball, but Harding can. Taps it forward where White tries to get it onto the toe to a leading Tyquin. Puts it out in front. No hope for Michael Brown, and Wayne Tyquin has taken the mark about 30 metres out on a slight angle.
Fantastic running, David White from fullback.
Fantastic little tap on from Brett Harding as well, and good football generally all round.
Tyquin lining up for his 3rd for the quarter. Runs in now, favoured side, and might have just pushed it across the goals, I think. And has done. 1 point. I think he ran back thinking that he might have slotted that one through. But
That's Tigger's old trick, that one. That's an old one.
He's a bit too far away from the goalie to have any influence. So another behind to Bannockburn on the right. Bingo centre scoreboard, 8-6-54. They lead Belfast still 2-16, and we've been there playing 16.5 minutes, second quarter. From the kick in, Bannockburn in control. It's got to Simmons on centre wing, runs on with it, drives towards half forward in good position there. Scotty McDonald takes the mark, drives towards Feldman, but it's too heavy for him over his head. And Perkins, great work. Got a player loose on centre wing in Wayne Broom. He accepts a handball over the top, a little chip pass to Colliger. Colliger now. Is he going to run on? He does. He's got, well, the kick was in the direction there of Shane Andrews. He can't take the mark, and coming clear is on Turk for Belpost Hill. He finds Kazina on centre wing, and he plays on. Well, a terrible kick. Should have been taken there by Thompson, but off his hands it come to Connors. It's stolen by Hurst of Belpost Hill. Ends up in the arms there of Feldman. Breaks a tackle. Runs toward goal. Puts it on the right foot and has kicked. What has he kicked? I'm just trying to ascertain whether it's touched, because David White was right on the line and, well, didn't touch it. So it's a goal to Troy Feldman. His second and the 3rd for Belpost Hill. 3-4-22. They trail Bannockburn 8-6-54. On the Raiders bingo centre scoreboard now, 17.5 minutes, second quarter.
It was interesting, the theatrics there of David White was that I did touch it, so I'm going to stand here and I'm the fullback and I'm going to kick it back in. But when the goal umpire paid the goal, he just walked off as if, well, all right.
I don't think the central umpire said anything. He was 15 metres to the right, and he obviously gave all clear.
They throw up in the centre of the ground, and Dalziel and Thompson go at it. No clear possession, but Kazina actually picks the ball up and pushes the ball down to where a good mark is taken by Messina. Messina gets it over to McDonald, but he loses control, and Broom, sweeping off the half-back line, pushes it down where Andrews goes up, tries to take a mark. He can't do so. The big hand there of Jimmy Onturk, big punch over, and it's gone over the line and out of bounds on the Geelong central wing area.
Doing a good job on Turk, although Shane doesn't seem to be really clinging to them, Laurie.
No, he's not hitting them like he was last week, Derek, in that second half, is he?
No. From the throw in, the ball has come to ground. It's Belpost still looking for a chip pass over to Simon Zeal. Again, it's a little too strong.
Got the King broccoli sign.
It did, and the free kick has gone to, well, there's a terrible kick from Bannockburn, but Chuck Connors was equal to the task. Gets a handball to Phil Egan. He handballs back. Gee, the handballs are pretty ordinary out there, putting a bit of pressure on their teammates. And finally Gadd gets it across to Phil Egan. Just brute strength. Broke the tackle. Sees Matty East on centre wing. East has Perkins running past on centre wing. He's gone bang at the goals, and Ashley Perkins from centre half back has run to 50 and gone bang and put it right through the middle. I don't know that we'd see Ashley Perkins kick too many goals in a season of footy, Laurie, but a fine kick, magnificent goal. And on the Raiders bingo centre scoreboard, 9-6-60 Bannockburn. They lead Belpost Hill 3-4-22, and that's 20 minutes now, second quarter.
That's a bit of what we were talking about. Like there, he had two options. He had Tyquin that he could have passed it to, who was leading. Brown was all over him. And it left the vacant goal square.
Exactly, Peter. Look, I don't really think Bannockburn have got their forward set up quite right today. I think there's too many players flooding into the forward line. They've got to do exactly what Ashley did, run the ball in. And if Wayne is covered, go for goal.
Well, the 15 minutes interesting because we're now 20 minutes and the two reported players just come back. I thought it was only 15 minutes, but back on the ground.
From the bounce up, the ball's been moved very quickly by the Bannockburn side through Connors and Colliger down to the forward line, but sweeping across the half-back line there for the Bell Post side, I think is Burley, who's just come back onto the ground. He in turn looking for a big lead there from Ryan Carr. Young Ryan Carr takes a good mark and plays on very quickly. Gets it down to where McDonald takes a mark. He looking back towards the centre of the ground. A couple of Bell Post players fly together and it leaves Mick Turner with the spoils and he cleans it up for Bannockburn. Kicks down, Egan now turning onto the right foot looking for a leg. None forthcoming. Pack, ball pushed down. Andrews can't get control, but has been paid to Bell Post Hill. Played on quickly. Ball goes out where Hancock tries to get clear. Turns back the other way. Kicks up quickly to where Turner spoils Burley. The two boys that have had a bit of a break, they want to be getting back into it, I'd say. Ball gets pushed out. Mazzina gets a quick handball over to Zeal. Zeal, no one to go to. Looks for Thompson, or cutting across from Bannockburn was Thompson. Gadd cleans it up. Gadd, quick handball over to Connors. Connors looking for leading Andrews. He pushes the ball out, and trailing them is Ronnie Pilgrim. Andrews pushes it around to where Pilgrim can run onto it, but quite get control. Jimmy Onturk's there. He gets run down, and well done there.
Great chase.
I think it was...
it might be 50, do you reckon?
I think it is.
Was it Matty East?
Just a very negative defensive game in Melbourne. Carlton 4-3, the Bulldogs 3-5 at half-time.
Good call, Eric. It is a 50.
Yeah, I thought the Jimmy Onturk kicked it away. Maybe he didn't hear the whistle and he might have been a bit stiff, but I think the offence was there and the umpires are going to be on the ball as they seem to be today. So
Colliger gets an easy one.
From 5 metres out, you wouldn't think he'd miss that, would you? And he hasn't. So Troy Colliger kicks his first, and Bannockburn continue on their merry way. They're 7th for the quarter so far in 23 minutes. 10-6-66. Lead Bell Post Hill 3-4-22. And that's on the Raiders Bingo Centre scoreboard. And Laurie, what can Bell Post do?
Well, they can't do much. It's all Bannockburn at the moment, Eric. They're just a little bit... Troy should have kicked the goal before he tried to lay it off to Wayne Tycom. It was well known to you and I and Jason the other week that Wayne was going to endeavour to get his 100 out at Bannockburn, so I guess they've been told to look for him.
Certainly from the bounce to the throw in the centre of the ground, Bannockburn doing brilliantly in the middle there. Lovely little tap again by Brett Harding to Matty East. Matty over to Ronnie Pilgrim. Pilgrim from 40, under a little bit of pressure, and he's missed by 15 metres. You don't see that too often. Maybe the left foot might have been the option, Laurie, do you think?
Oh, look, I think there was a bit of poor play actually on then. I think he's out there coasting today. You've got to go hard at that pool when it's like that.
Well, I think they're tending now 7 goals plus in front and not yet half-time. I don't think you can afford to take the foot off the pedal at any stage. Who knows, percentage might have a big bearing in 2 weeks' time.
Not at all, Eric. I don't like it in general play, and you know, you've got your defenders working their insides out on the back line, being first to the ball, and the forwards being a bit lazy. I don't like that.
From the throw-in, Wayne Tycom does the ruck work, gets the ball forward. Colliger, great tackle there. Tycom again into the ball there. Colliger also at the drop of the footy, and well, the umpire, excuse me, I thought wasn't going to blow the whistle, but obviously players had drifted over the boundary line, and the boundary umpire comes into play with possession of the footy. 15 metres from the behind post, Bannockburn again deep into attack. Tyquin does the ruck work. Beautiful tap down there to was Connors. He's well, what's the umpire going to do? Had no opportunity whatsoever, so the umpire will take control of the footy. Last man up is Chuck Connors, hands the ball to the umpire, and he's about to put the ball up. About to tick into time on in the second quarter. Bannockburn in control, 10-6, leads 3-4. The footy's picked up there from the throw-in, and a pot shot at goal looked like Broome again. Unfortunately offline completely and out of bounds on the full. So Tycon will stand the mark. Michael Brown will take hold of the footy, and we'll bring it back into play.
It'll be interesting to see what Michael does here, Eric. Every kick in he's had, he's bombed it with big torques. He kicks it a long way. He's going to short passes, don't he?
Well, he's been saved because the kick off the boot wasn't very good, and Scotty McDonald diving in to take the chest mark. He's gone still inside 50, another little chip pass, and on this occasion Hurst has been good enough to take the mark. Handball to McDonald, who continues running, but he's kicked the ball straight to centre half back. It's got to be a mark to Gadd. Eyes on the footy, and unfortunately Messina was not able to affect the spoil. So Gadd got to go back behind the mark because it in fact is a mark. Well, now he's called to play on and got himself in a bit of bother. He's spoilt, but you know, Bannockburn at the drop of the footy have been terrific today. Colliger picks it up, drives towards centre half forward. Ronnie Pilgrim tries to go one hand. Offhand it comes to Ryan Carr of Belpost Hill. He hasn't got a right foot, obviously, a left footer, and could only go for the boundary then, and found the safety outside 50 on the outer side here of Victoria Park.
Quick question, Eric. Stephen Gadd's been out, injured?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, no,
yes.
He's a great little player, I reckon.
Very good defender.
Dalziel and Thompson go at it, can't get control of it, but it does come down to where Andrews tries to break clear. He can't do so. Quick handball out to McDonald. McDonald in turn turns the ball over, looking for the number 42 out there in Ryan Carr. He can't get control of it, but a teammate does. Pushes it down the line, and it has gone over the boundary line and out of bounds in front of the King Broccoli sign, central wing, Geelong side of Bannockburn footy ground. Quick throw in. Thompson backhands it to where Coach Egan gets control. A quick left hand over to where Broome gets control of the ball, kicks it onto the left foot, looking for Tyquin down the ground. Tyquin bends over, gets his head ripped off, and he will get a free kick.
Belpost still player suggests he was holding the ball. So
Tyquin about 40 metres out, probably on a 45-degree angle. Wrong side for a left footer, but I think with the wind going across the goals as it is,
right hand post, do you think?
It should be aimed at the right hand post, and I think he has done that, and might have just snuck it in, I think, and has done.
So that's the third goal for Wayne Tyquin, and the 11th for the Bannockburn side on the Raiders bingo centre scoreboard. Bannockburn 11-6-72 now. They're running right away from Belpost Hill 3-4-22. Tyquin 3-2 to his credit. Can he get 7 in the second half, Laurie?
He's got every chance, I think, especially if Belpost Hill fall off the pace, Eric, and it's looking like that at the moment. They've got to find something, Belpost Hill here.
So 28 minutes gone in the second quarter. Up goes the ball again. Thompson doesn't get the tap down. Ball comes to Hurst of Belpost Hill, runs onto it on the left foot. Only as far there as Perkins of Bannockburn. Seems to be all Bannockburn in defence. Comes wide there, Colliger runs onto it. Chips it over the top to Dwayne Broome. Broome runs on now from half forward for Bannockburn. Goes to the full forward position. Well, the mark... well, Tyquin might have got one hand to it. It looked as if Michael Brown took 2 hands at the back, but the umpire wasn't prepared to pay the mark. So
He's
now
told him to play on, and he's kicked it bounce on the ball.
So Brett Harding is the footy. He's
just a quick question, Eric. I mean, Brett's lining up here now. Why there's so many Bannockburn in the goal square? I just get out of there, right up on the wing here with those blokes.
well, if they you know, it's a very difficult goal to kick. Why not give Tyquin or a forward a little bit of room there?
Exactly.
But I tell you what, he's
Why
made
not let him just kick the goal himself?
Pretty fair fist of that, but just offline. So Brett Harding 2-2 to his personal credit for the day. And on the Raiders bingo centre scoreboard, Bannockburn now 11-7-73, lead Belpost Hill 3-4-22, and we've been playing 29. So very close, I guess, to half time. And from the kick in, Brett Harding into play again. He's well, almost deliberate hit out by the Belpost defence. They don't seem to pay that, and the boundary umpire will take control of the footy once again. So it's out of bounds in front of the players' change room here at Bannockburn. Boundary umpire about to put the foot in again. A lot of players around the footy. Comes down. Delahan gets a tap down for Bannockburn. McDonald, however, intercepts a little handball over the top to Milek, to Jones at centre half forward. Gadd swoops on the crumbs, handball to Turner, and away go Bannockburn again. Here's Colliger, no one within 10 metres of him, takes the mark. Ryan made terrific ground, and
Yes.
a good tackle, and the umpire is being consistent. Hayes holding the footy, College ample opportunity, and gee, didn't Ryan Carr, a young...
I tell you what, it's not often Troy College that gets run
No.
down either.
no, maybe he was just steadying down of a shot for goal because he got to 50. Carr takes the ball, kicks it wide to Brown on the half-back flank. He finds Darren Jones at the centre wing. Handball over the top, and here go Bell Post Hill. The kick is to Messina and Burley at centre half forward, but oh, Gad. He mops up, gives it to Connors. Connors over the top to College. College, a handball there to Egan. Egan, the handball not quite long enough, but Matty East makes it good. Runs onto the footy. Can he find Tyquin now? He's gone to full forward, and certainly he does just that. And Laurie, that's exactly what you said at quarter time. The open forward line, Tyquin was supposed to move into, and a magnificent kick from Matty East.
That's right, Eric. I just said yes. That's exactly how they've got to bring it into the forward line. Give as much space as you can. I mean, he's a big boy. He likes to be on the lead, and there's not much Michael Brown can do about that.
No, so Tyquin now 30 metres out, directly in front. He's, gee, has he hooked it across? The goal umpire's gone, well, Wayne Tyquin, he's conned him into that one if it wasn't a goal because he was very close to the pole, but that's goal number 4, and it's goal number 12 to Bannockburn. On the road is Bingo Centre scoreboard, 12-7, 79 Bannockburn. They lead Bell Post Hill 3-4-22. We've been playing 31 minutes, and I guess Bannockburn have kicked 9 goals to 2 for the quarter, so 11 goals. Might be a few seconds still to go.
It's becoming a bit of a march though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty, what can Bell Post Hill do, Peter? It's
Well, I noticed they've changed, Jimmy Onturk's gone into the ruck in place of
well, that's a good
Dalziel, but like Dalziel's been rucking the whole 2 quarters basically, so he'd be a bit knackered. Ball goes up, Thompson and Onturk. Onturk gets hands to the ball first, goes through Dallahunt, he can't get control of it. No one gets control. Turner tries to push it out. He can't do so. It goes back to Thompson. Thompson gets the last handball of the quarter as the siren goes, and the umpy says, righto boys, you've earned a bit of a break.
All right, half-time at Victoria Park, Bannockburn. The half-time score on the road is Bingo Centre scoreboard. Bannockburn 12-7, 79. Lead Bell Post Hill 3-4-22. Goal kickers to half-time for Bannockburn. Wayne Tyquin has kicked 4. Needs 6 in the second half to get 100. Dwayne Broom has 2, Brett Harding has 2, Ashley Perkins 1, Ron Pilgrim 1, Shane Andrews 1, and Troy Colliger 1. And for Bell Post Hill, 2 to Troy Feldman and 1 to Ryan Carr.
And this is one of the things I do like when you come out here to Bannockburn, like a bit of half-time entertainment. They got the kids out in the ground.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
It is great, good for footy.
Well, that's exactly why they're going so well, Peter, and they've got so much depth up there at the moment. They're giving those kids every chance to play footy.
All right, it's half-time here. We'll go in and see what half-time entertainment we can get to, but we have Where Are They Now coming up today. It is John Zimmer, who is the full forward in Newtown and Jewel's team of the century recently. And Laurie, you'd probably be interested to hear that, but we'll go to a break.